Leo. Let's take a look at the first week of July for you. So this is going to be a reading for July 1st through the 7th. So, let's see. So the card at the bottom of the deck, you get the Fool, which is, I think it's good. It surrounds this whole reading where I think someone, maybe you possibly, because this is your reading, is willing to, is at that state where they're willing to take a risk on pretty much anything that shows up. As long as they're passionate about it, as long as, you know, they want to head into whatever direction it is, they're gonna do it. In your past, it seems like you left something, you put something to rest, and I think it's in regards to a relationship of some sort, to a connection, possibly with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It seems like you did put that behind, but it also seems like you kind of didn't want to, but you did. In your present, I see you being in a place that's very fresh for you, very new. It's a place where you're willing to start learning, possibly from your mistakes. I see here also the Five of Wands that represents arguments, competition, you know, things like that, hardship pretty much. And I think what's happening in your present is you're kind of analyzing your past relationships, your past connections, and you are willing to put those things behind, but also learn from them. Yeah, you're in a place where there's this willingness of learning new things, definitely. In your future, somebody that was abandoned, pretty much, or they felt they were abandoned, is coming towards you. They seem like they want this partnership with you. I don't know if you abandoned them, they abandoned you, I don't know what the case was, but somebody did feel that and is still feeling that. And they also want to build something with you, and they're coming in fast to require that collaboration. So let's take a closer look at, let's look at this Eight of Cups that you put behind you, that's in your past position. It's looking pretty clear that it's in regards to a love connection of some sort that you left. So let's dig in a little more into it. So this was someone that you were looking for, you were looking to build up with, to have a solid partnership, a equal give and take. You were, but I think you wanted that, and I think that person was pretty much your wish. And they might have looked at things a little bit from a head space more than a heart space. They were more logical about the situation, and I think that's why things didn't quite turn out the way you hoped. So you just left. So they put some reason into feelings, apparently, which I don't know how that works, but for some people it does. Let's look at the Five of Wands, which is in your present situation, which is, I think it's something that is kind of like you're looking back at all the negative things in your life, the fights, the misunderstanding and all of that, and you're taking them with you in the sense that you're learning from them. But let's see what that is. Or you might be engaged into a lot of things in the present moment. No, this is related to someone that you thought was your soulmate, someone that you saw a great potential with. I think it's the same person from the past, actually, and it's currently in your present energy. And I think even though you're willing to maybe start something new, maybe learn new things, and maybe you got into something to build for yourself, but this energy of this person that you thought they were your everything is still lingering on with you. It's in the back of your mind there. It's looking like you are progressing through things, but you still think about them, and you may deep down still want to build something with this person, even though you may not be aware of it. I want to look in your future at this Three of Wands. This is somebody wants a partnership here of some sort. So let's see what this is. Yeah, somebody definitely wants a partnership with you in the future, but you also, both of you, need to work on this situation, which I don't know if it was a three-party kind of thing. I don't know if it was, but it's definitely heartbreak. Maybe separation, divorce involved. And I think for that to work, for a collaboration between you guys to work for the future, there needs to be a lot of work put into the situation. You two need to come together and start talking about this heartbreak that happened between you. And I feel like it's on both your parts, and it's not like I'm hurting more than you or you're hurting more than me. So, it's like the same kind of hurt that you both need to address in order for this collaboration to come in, this partnership. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. Let's see who feels abandoned. I'm seeing a lot of equal kind of feeling of abandonment here and of heartbreak. So I think the both of you are feeling kind of the same way. You're probably mirroring each other at this time. So I'm guessing you are the one that feels abandoned by this person, and it's coming up in your future. So that it's not like it's going to happen like that, but I feel like you have this fear that if you go back to this person, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to walk away. They're not going to accept you. And I see here a progression of going from that stage of being left out to healing that. And the reward for that is the Four of Wands, which usually is a wedding celebration of some sort. So it's once you heal from this issue that this person left you, and you're not going back to them because you're gonna be hurt and things like that, I think it's gonna bring you this kind of an energy of a committed relationship. It's looking like things are gonna be okay pretty much, but there are some issues that weren't quite resolved. So until that happens, I don't think this can come in, you know, until you heal from whatever it was in the past between you guys, and until that person also heals from this. Let's look at the Eight of Wands. I don't know. I want to clarify the Fool after too, but for now let's look at the Eight of Wands that's in your future. That's very fast communication. And I think it's going to come from the other person. Like I said before, I think this is an earth sign you're dealing with. And I think they're going to bring you this sort of communication. It's going to come in slow, not as fast as you expected, but once it starts, it's going to be really, really fast. And this communication, I think, is going to be about exactly what I said before, about all of the issues that haven't been discussed in between you guys. Someone here felt like they couldn't make a choice. Maybe it was your partner, maybe you. And I feel like whoever couldn't make a choice on what to do next had something attached to them, like some sort of a karmic situation to them. And they went to deal with that, leaving the other person behind and feeling abandoned. So I think that I think this is going to be the discussion, actually. They're going to tell you why they felt stuck, why they felt they couldn't choose, and I think they are coming to that realization of why they acted the way they did and why they left. And I think they're starting to understand what this Death card is, which, you know, talks about karmic, toxic, obsession things in their lives. This might be you, it might not be your person, so flip the energies like you want. The Fool, let's see what the Fool is, which is the overall energy, the hidden aspects of all of this. So somebody here, you, are willing to step away from all the hurt from the past and are willing to start something brand new with this person. You did feel this connection was very pressing, very hurtful, very burdening to you. You did feel a lot of pressure from whatever happened with this connection, and you felt at some point that you couldn't even walk away from it, but you did, and it caused you pain. It put you in this place where you probably grieved a lot for this person, but you are ready to put all this behind you and start working towards love. Whenever this person comes to you with that offer and talk and all of that, I feel like there's going to be a lot of talking about the issues that you left, you didn't discuss in the past. This feels like a complete break out of nowhere, and then both of you started to work on this-ish. But it feels like something that can be resolved only if you talk to each other and, you know, not blame each other, because I see some blame in here, so I think you blamed your partner a lot for a lot of things. And I think you're ready to recognize that and start talking and start putting things behind you and resolve the situation. So this is what I have, Leo. I will see you next time. Bye.